She told me about all the traveling she'd done and how she discovered ways to expand her mind and learn how to...
He just takes it all into something positive.
We have very different lives, you know.
You guys can be together. Aww. If only you could actually stay with him. I also, the music in this movie is actually so great. I've heard some of these songs, but some of them are just, they're so good now. I want to just listen to this whole soundtrack.
I was so good that some years later, the Army decided that I should be on the All-America ping pong team. We were the first Americans to visit the land of China.
Lieutenant Dan!
They gave you the Congressional Medal of Honor. One thing to say to that, God damn bless America.
I love seeing these movies where the characters are just so genuinely nice, like Forrest. It is a feel-good movie. It is definitely sad, but I think its ending message is definitely gonna be feel-good at the end.
Boats, who gives a shit about shrimping boats?
I gotta buy me one of them shrimp boats as soon as I have some money.
The day that you are a shrimp boat captain, I will come and be your first mate.
He didn't want to be called crippled, just like I didn't want to be called stupid. They invited me and the ping pong team to visit the White House.
I have your discharge papers. Service is up, son.
Oh, he gets to get
Does this
out?
mean I can't play ping pong no more?
No.
40 on.
So I went home.
Wow. Well, what do you do now? You're out of the army. You're free. Oh, to live with his mom.
One man even
Wow.
left a check for $25,000 if you'd be agreeable to saying you like using their paddle. Look
It's
real
funny
good.
how things work out. I didn't stay home for long because I'd made a promise to Bubba, and I always try to keep...
Oh, he's gonna get the shrimp boat.
And of course, I paid my respect to Bubba himself.
Oh, thank you. Yes. That's so awesome. He was able to pay his respects to Bubba and to keep his promise. Oh, what a great song. Oh no. I'm telling you, if you would go with Forrest, I guarantee you'll live a happy life. You just jumped out of your boat, what?
If you were ever a shrimp boat captain,
Yep, then you would
that
be his
I'd
first
be your
mate.
first mate. Well, here I am. Yeah, but don't
he's
you
so
be
happy.
thinking that I'm gonna be calling you sir.
No, sir. It's my boat.
Take a left! Okay!
Oh no.
What are you doing? Take a left! Left!
What the action? What? Please do not tell me that his boat gets... If that boat gets wrecked.
Only one shrimping boat actually survived the storm.
Louise, there's Forrest.
After that,
Oh,
shrimping was
yes.
easy.
Telling me you're the owner of the Bubba Gump Shrimp Corporation?
Yes, sir. We got more money than Davy Crockett.
Oh no, he's telling the truth.
He never actually said so, but I think he made his peace with God.
His mama
September
said.
5th, Alice Fromm, a follower of Charles Manson, better known as Squeaky, attempted to assassinate the president as he was shaking hands.
His mom's not gonna die too.
What's the matter, Mama?
I'm dying, Forrest. I didn't know it, but I was destined to be your mama. I did the best I could.
You did good, Mama.
Life is a box of chocolates, Forrest. You never know what you're gonna get.
Mama always had a way of explaining things so I could understand them. She had got the cancer and died on a Tuesday.
She actually used...
I bought her a new hat with little flowers on it.
Oh, fuck me.
Back to work for Lieutenant Dan. Though he did take care of my Bubba Gump money, He got me invested in some kind of fruit company.
Wait, what? Wait, he invested in Apple?
And I gave a whole bunch to the Battery Fishing Hospital. I gave Bubba's mama Bubba's share.
Thank you. Yes. Yes, Forrest. Oh, I'm so happy how well he does for himself. It's honestly such an incredible story. Oh, is she finally coming home?
She was there.
Like, sorry, not coming home. Is she finally gonna be with Forrest?
I did all the talking. Jenny most of the times was real quiet.
Oh, that was her old house.
I never really knew why she came back.
Sweet home Alabama.
But I didn't care. It was like olden times. The best gift anyone could ever get in the wide world.
Oh, shoes. Some new running shoes. Oh, please tell me that they end like this. Come on. Come on. You're a happy couple. It's over. Oh, no, it's not over.
And it was the happiest time of my life.
Oh, now you gotta go to the sad time. Shit. What, is she just gonna leave him one day in the middle of the night?
Will you marry me?
Oh, they're gonna have a wedding?
You don't want to marry me.
He does.
Why don't you love me, Jenny? I'm not a smart man. But I know what love is. Jenny.
Aw, just like when they were kids.
Forrest, I do love you.
When she would sneak into his room. I'm done with her. I'm so done with her. I cannot believe it. I really just, I knew. I cannot believe you just did that to my man. Oh, I can't deal with that. I can't.
That day, when I got there, I thought maybe I'd run to the end of town.
President Carter, suffering from heat exhaustion, fell into the arms
And when I got there, I ran clear across Alabama.
Oh, it's so
No particular
great.
reason, I just kept on going.
So great.
When I got tired, I slept. When I got hungry, I ate.
You keep running, Forrest. You keep running. I love it.
I can't believe it's really you.
Now, for some reason when I was doing...
Oh, did he form like a little running squad?
Some years later, I heard that fella did come up with a bumper sticker slogan, and he made a lot of money off of it.
Shit happens.
And my mom always said, you got to put the past behind you before you can move on.
Over 3 years. Oh, my goodness, how?
I got a letter from Jenny wondering if I could come down to Savannah, and saw me on TV running. I'm supposed to go 947 Henry Street, apartment 4.
Henry Street is just 5 or 6 blocks down that way.
He could have just walked there. Oh, that's great.
Thank you.
I ate some.
It's gonna be a boxer.
This is my very good friend, Mr. Gump. Here, can you say hi to him?
Hello, Mr. Gump.
Hello.
If only Forrest
His
was
name's
his dad.
Forrest.
Like me.
She named him
I named
Forrest?
him after his daddy.
Wait.
You're his daddy, Forrest.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
No, let him be a dad.
It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. What are you watching?
Sesame Street. Oh, no. I got it wrong.
I have some kind of virus, and the doctors don't know what it is, and there isn't anything they can do about it.
So Forrest needs to take care of the child alone.
You could come home with me, little Forrest. You could come stay at my house in Greenbow. I'll take care of you if you're sick.
Would you marry me, Forrest?
Lieutenant Dane.
And he's walking.
Do you
That's beautiful. That is beauty.
I couldn't tell where heaven stopped and the earth began.
I love you.
You died on a Saturday morning.
Why? I really thought you were not gonna show it. I mean, not tell us about it.
I make his breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day, teaching him how to play ping pong. Okay. He's really good. We fish a lot.
Why?
And every night we read a book. He's so smart, Jenny. You'd be so proud of him. I am.
I don't have tissues. I'm sorry, guys.
If there's anything you need, I won't be far away. Here's your bus. Okay. Hey, I know this.
Yeah, you do. That's where you put the feather.
My favorite book.
And it's the one with the feather in it. What? So good. Oh, it's the same
You
woman.
understand this bus to the school now, don't you?
Of course, the new Dorothy yours, and I'm Forrest Gump.
That's what his daddy taught him. Okay, I'm gonna try my best with this. Okay, everyone, that was the end of me watching Forrest Gump for the first time. I just want to say, I really did not expect to be known as someone who is so emotional when it comes to these movies. And you know, that's the hard part about this, is I don't want people to think that I will cry at every movie. You know, it all depends on how much the characters and the story resonate with me, and that depends on how much emotion I'm invested in it. Most of the time, I am at least more invested than a lot of reactors, I would say, but sometimes I get really, really invested. It's happened a couple times. It's happened with Shawshank, Good Will Hunting, I think a little bit in Titanic too, but this one was definitely the most, from a character standpoint, this was the most I've ever felt, I think, about a single character, as in Forrest. I really like, even from the very beginning scene, I was just like, I really like his presentation, and I like how I was honestly blown away a little bit. Like, Tom Hanks killed it in this role. I guess I have not seen much of Tom Hanks' early movies, because he sounded so different, and it worked so well for me. And I was really shocked by his voice. And there were so many moments of this movie where I really don't think that I cried the normal amount most people cry when watching this movie. I feel like I really got invested to the point where I lost it when Bubba died a little bit. I lost it a little bit when the mom died. I practically lost it when he started running, and when Jenny left the last time, and when Jenny died. There were a handful of moments where I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna contain myself. And by the way, I apologize for the lighting in the first hour and a half. My light was really high, so I'm sorry if you can barely see my face and everything. I do cry a little bit when Bubba was dying and when that whole thing was happening with the army situation, but it's just, this movie, honestly, for me, just has so many amazing elements. The soundtrack, first of all, was amazing. I loved almost all the songs they played on this. Some of them, actually, my friend plays a lot on the radio, on his phone when we are driving and stuff. He's really into classic rock, so I love lots of these songs. The actual visuals, there weren't a lot of, amazing shots at the level of some of the other movies I've seen, but I would definitely say that the shots in this movie, that especially the one at their wedding, there was, and even the graveyard of both Bubba and Jenny, I thought some of the scenery was breathtaking. And for so much of this movie, I felt like I talked a lot in the first half, and then when we got to the second half, I started just not really talking for like 5-10 minutes at a time. I guarantee you guys are going to see a lot less of me actually talking in this reaction than in my other ones. I think actually maybe it will be around the same, but yeah, I don't know how this is going to work out, but yeah, I felt real emotions, and I was really just, I'm so surprised at how much Forrest engaged me in the story, and I'm so happy I watched it. Like, thank you so much to my Patreons for picking this movie. I really did not expect for this to be, I would say, not as feel-good, a little bit more emotional for me. Like, even the happy moments made me so emotional, and it definitely is a feel-good movie in lots of senses, but at the same time, there is so much just depressing shit, and the fact that sometimes he does not even recognize it when it's happening, like when Jenny was getting raped and he was, it's assumed that she was raped by her father or like sexually abused, and he literally is like, he was all nice to her, kissing and touching. Like, I hope, I don't know if he got it, but at least when I watched it, my interpretation is that he did not really understand what he was doing. Like, he did not understand what was going on in lots of situations. So I feel like he just, his style and his presentation just, it made the movie just that much harder for me at some parts. Like, yeah, he really blew me away. And, you know, I don't want to keep you guys just staring at me just trying to think of what to say. I gotta think if there's anything else I really want to say. The performances, once again, from everybody was amazing. The least interesting character, I guess you could say, I was still invested in him, but Lieutenant Dan, I was not as invested as Jenny's storyline and Bubba's storyline than Lieutenant Dan. I felt like his was the weakest for me out of the three. That being said, he definitely had one of the best storylines given to him, especially with him having to deal with being a cripple. But yeah, there's so many great moments in this movie. There were so many things where I just, as soon as I saw Jenny and Forrest, I'm like, they have to be together. And, you know, at the end they were, even though Jenny passed away. But yeah, I was very shocked by some of the decisions in this movie. It was definitely a emotional roller coaster for me. It ended on a kind of happy note. Like, I was happy, and then I was also still sad about Jenny at the same time. But really enjoyed this movie. I'd probably give it about a 9.5 out of 10. Almost perfect. A couple things maybe I would change, but it's very minor things. Okay, guys, so I'm just gonna stop talking. I'm gonna end it there because I can't think of the right words to say. If you guys did like this video, please give it a like. Really helps out my channel. As well, if you guys are new, make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any uploads I put out, and comment down below what you thought about this movie, my reaction, anything I missed maybe. Let me know in the comment section down below. As well, special thank you to all my Patreons. If you do want to be a part of my Patreon, you get access to movie polls every week, early access to some of my videos, early access to all my videos, and full reaction to some of my most recent videos. So if any of that's interesting to you, check out my Patreon, first link in the description down below. And I will see you guys in my next movie reaction.